Have you ever stopped and wondered, why was I born on this exact day? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, this day. The day when the sun rose at a particular angle, the moon pulled the tides in a certain way, and the wind carried whispers from places you have never been, been. We are taught to see our birthday as just a date on a calendar, a yearly celebration, a cake, a few candles, some photographs. But what if I told you, your birthday is not just a date, it is a code written before you took your first breath. The moment you were born was not an accident. It was a divine appointment. The world paused for a heartbeat and said, and now is the time for you to enter. Every number in your birth date carries a vibration. Every season, every shift in nature on that day carries meaning. And yet, most people live their entire lives never decoding it, never realizing the immense power they were given the day they arrived. Your birthday is the key to doors you have not yet opened. It is the map to paths you have not yet walked. And if you learn how to read it, it will change the way you see yourself, your past, your future, and your purpose. So today, I want to take you back to the beginning, back to the day you entered this world, and show you that the answers you have been searching for may have been hidden in plain sight, in the numbers, the season, the moment of your birth. The moment you entered this world was far more than the sound of a first cry, or the gentle weight of a newborn in loving arms. It was the exact point in time when your life's journey began, a moment so precise, so intentional, that the entire flow of the universe aligned to welcome you. The air you inhaled, the light that touched your eyes for the first time, the vibrations of the world at that second, all of it marked your spiritual timestamp. This moment is not simply a date written on paper. It is the moment your soul crossed the unseen threshold from the eternal into the physical. When we speak of timing, we often think of luck, coincidence, or random chance. But the truth is that your arrival was none of these things. There is no randomness in the design of the universe. You came into existence at the exact moment when your soul's mission, the Earth's cycles, and the unfolding of events were in perfect harmony. This is why no one else could have been born as you on that day, in that year, at that moment. The circumstances, the people present, the world outside, everything was set for you alone. Think about it. If your life is a book, then your birthday is the first page, the beginning of the story that sets the tone for everything to follow. That first page holds the atmosphere, the context, and the essence of the entire journey. It is the moment your unique energy signature was stamped into the world, creating ripples that would move outward with the days, months, and years. This is why your birthday is a spiritual timestamp. It locks in the coordinates of your existence, the anchor point from which all your experiences will unfold. On that day, the position of the sun, the pull of the moon, the alignment of the stars, all carried their own silent language. Nature was speaking, though few know how to listen. The energy of that precise moment became the backdrop against which your life would be painted. This is not superstition, nor is it something abstract that lives only in imagination. This is about recognizing that everything in nature operates on cycles, patterns, and rhythms. The moment you took your first breath, you entered into your own rhythm, a personal cycle tied to the moment of your arrival. Some people go through life without ever noticing this truth. They celebrate birthdays with candles and music, but they never pause to ask why their birthday is that day, why their life began in that particular season. They don't realize that, deep within that date, there is a spiritual blueprint, clues about their strengths, the lessons they are meant to learn, the challenges they are meant to overcome, and the gifts they are meant to share. Your spiritual timestamp is not meant to be hidden from you, but it requires awareness to see it. To recognize it, you must strip away the distractions of the world and return your mind to that moment. The stillness of understanding comes when you can imagine the world exactly as it was when you were born, the temperature of the air, the light of the day, the sounds in the distance. That was the canvas the universe chose for you. It is no different from how a master painter chooses the background before beginning a masterpiece. That background is not the whole work, but it shapes everything that follows. When you begin to see your birthday in this way, it changes something inside you, hide you. You start to realize that you were not born too early or too late. You were not born in the wrong place or to the wrong people or in the wrong time. You were born exactly where and when you needed to be for the journey your soul was meant to take. Even the challenges you have faced are woven into that moment. For your timestamp holds not only the light of your potential, but also the shadows you must learn to navigate. Understanding your spiritual timestamp also brings clarity to the path ahead, i.e., it's like holding a map that was always yours but hidden in your pocket, forgotten. Every time you return to that point of awareness, you align yourself with your original coordinates. And when you are aligned, your steps become more purposeful, your decisions more confident, your sense of direction more certain. You no longer move through life wondering if you are lost, because you are always in conversation with the moment that began it all. There is also a quiet power in remembering that your birthday is shared by no one in the exact same way. Millions of people may share the same date, but no one shares the same moment, location, and alignment as you. Your timestamp is yours alone, unrepeatable, unmatched. This is why you can look at your life and know that what you have to give the world cannot be replicated. Others may try to imitate, but they cannot carry your exact frequency. So when you think of your birthday, think of it not as a marker of age, but as a reminder of the beginning. It is your anchor in time, your entrance into the human story, your moment of arrival in a world that had been waiting for you. When you honor that moment, not just with celebration, but with awareness, you begin to unlock the deeper potential hidden within. Everything that has happened since that day has been part of a journey already imprinted in your spiritual timestamp. And when you understand this, you stop asking, why me? And start asking, why now? You stop chasing other people's paths and begin walking the one that has been yours from the very first breath. Your birthday is not just when your life began, it is when your purpose began. And if you truly understand that, nothing in your life will ever feel the same again. Every number, every date carries a vibration. We may look at them as simple symbols written on a page, but in truth, they are far more than that. Numbers are the language of the universe, a way in which energy expresses itself in form. Your birth date is not an arbitrary sequence. It is your vibrational blueprint, a combination of energies that describe the essence of who you are, the challenges you will face, and the strengths you carry within you. When you begin to understand this, life starts to make more sense, as if a hidden code has been revealed. Think for a moment about music. A song is made up of notes, and each note carries its own frequency. When arranged in a certain way, they create a melody that is unique, something you can recognize instantly. In the same way, the numbers of your birth date are notes in a universal song, and that song is yours alone. It is a melody that has been playing from the day you were born, guiding your steps, influencing your experiences, shaping the way you respond to the world around you. It is a melody. This vibrational blueprint is not about predicting every event in your life. It is about understanding the energy you were born into, the current you naturally flow with. Some people are born with the energy of leadership, others with the energy of compassion, others with the energy of transformation. These traits are not accidents. They are the natural expression of the frequency you carry. When you learn to work with your blueprint instead of against it, you stop feeling as if life is an uphill battle and start feeling as if you are moving with the wind at your back. Too often, people live disconnected from this truth. They struggle to find their place in the world. They compare themselves to others. They question their worth. But the blueprint is always there, waiting to be acknowledged. Once you see it, you stop asking why you are not like someone else. And you start seeing why you are exactly as you are meant to be. Your strengths are not random talents. They are the tools your blueprint gave you for your journey. Your challenges are not punishments. They are the lessons built into your design to help you grow into your fullest self. The vibration of your birth date also influences how you interact with others. Just as two musical notes can harmonize or clash, your frequency will align more naturally with some people and challenge you with others. This does not mean you should avoid those who challenge you. On the contrary, they are often the ones who help you evolve. But knowing your own vibration helps you understand these interactions with more clarity. You stop taking conflicts personally and begin to see them as part of a greater pattern. When you begin to explore your blueprint, you also start to notice certain cycles repeating in your life. These are not coincidences. They are reminders from the universe, moments that echo your original vibration. Some years feel heavier because they challenge you to face aspects of yourself you have ignored. Other years feel lighter because they align more closely with the core of your blueprint. Recognizing these patterns allows you to prepare for them, to work with the energy instead of resisting it. The beauty of this awareness is that it does not limit you, it frees you. Many fear that understanding a blueprint means they are trapped by it, that their future is already written. But your blueprint is not a cage, it is a map. You still choose where to go, but the map shows you the terrain. It reveals the mountains you may need to climb, the rivers you will need to cross, and the paths where your journey will flow with ease. The more you understand it, the more skillfully you can navigate. And there is a deeper layer still. Your vibrational blueprint is not static. It evolves as you evolve. The numbers of your birth date never change, but how you express that energy grows with your awareness. A person born with the energy of creativity may spend their early years unaware of their gift, struggling against a world that tells them to be practical. But once they embrace their blueprint, that same energy becomes the source of their greatest contributions. The vibration was always there. It simply waited for them to wake up to it. You carry this blueprint with you at all times. It is in the way you think, the way you feel, the way you make decisions. It whispers in your intuition. It nudges you when you drift from your path. It celebrates with you when you step into alignment. The more you listen, the clearer it becomes. It does not shut, it guides. And when you follow it, life begins to unfold in ways that feel both natural and extraordinary. Your birth date is the starting point of that vibration. It is the moment when the universe stamped you with your unique frequency and set you into motion. That frequency is still moving through you now, shaping your journey. And when you finally see it for what it is, you realize you are never lost. You are always following a path written in the language of the stars. The season you are born into is more than a backdrop for your arrival. It is a living reflection of the energy and lessons that would accompany you throughout life. Nature itself was in a particular state when you entered, and whether the air was crisp and cold, warm and alive, blooming with color or heavy with stillness, that moment set the tone for the kind of wisdom and resilience your soul would carry. Think of how each season has its own rhythm, its own personality. Spring bursts forward with renewal, the earth waking from its slumber, life returning in vibrant greens and fresh blossoms. Summer burns with vitality, energy at its peak, days long and full of light. Autumn whispers of change, of letting go, of beauty in transformation. Winter stands still, quiet, a time of patience, of conserving energy, of looking inward. The season you were born into speaks to the kind of lessons the universe was already teaching you before you could even understand them. If you were born in the heart of spring, your life may carry the energy of beginnings, endless opportunities to start fresh, to see possibilities where others see obstacles. Yet this energy also asks you to learn patience, for spring is not about forcing growth, but allowing it to unfold. Those born in the height of summer often have an intensity about them, a drive and passion that can inspire others. But summer also teaches the importance of balance, for even the brightest sun can scorch if it does not learn to rest. Autumn births carry the wisdom of cycles, the understanding that everything has its time, that beauty is found not only in beginnings but also in endings. Many people born in this season often find themselves drawn to transformation, able to adapt when life changes direction, yet also challenged to release what no longer serves them. Winter births are marked by a quiet strength. The energy is one of depth, of reflection, of finding power in stillness. Those born in winter often have a resilience that others do not immediately see, a capacity to endure and emerge stronger when the time for renewal arrives. But the influence of your birth season goes beyond the symbolic. It shapes how you naturally respond to challenges, where you find comfort, and what environments help you thrive. A spring birth may mean you feel most alive in times of growth and expansion. A winter birth may mean you find clarity in solitude, in slowing down when the world is rushing. Understanding this about yourself gives you permission to honor your natural rhythm instead of forcing yourself to match the pace of others. This is important because much of our struggle comes from resisting our nature. Imagine a winter-born soul trying to live at the constant speed of summer, or a summer-born spirit being told to remain dormant like in winter. It creates inattention, a sense of being out of sync. But when you align your life with the lessons and energy of your birth season, you begin to flow with your natural current. You make decisions that feel right, not just because they are logical, but because they resonate with the core of who you are. And this alignment does not mean your life will be without challenges. Every season has storms. Spring has sudden rains. Summer has scorching heat. Autumn has winds that strip away what was once vibrant. And winter has cold that tests endurance. In the same way, your life will reflect these moments, and the season you were born into will offer you the tools to face them. A person born in autumn will understand that loss can lead to renewal. A person born in summer will know that passion can reignite even after a setback. You may not have thought about your birthday in this way before, but once you do, you begin to see patterns. You notice that certain times of the year feel more natural to you, that some environments energize you while others drain you. This is no coincidence. You were born into a specific point in nature's rhythm, and part of your journey is to remember and honor it. And perhaps the most powerful truth is that your birth season is a reminder of your connection to the greater cycles of life. Just as the earth turns, the seasons change, and the tides flow, you too are part of a larger movement. You are not separate from it. You are shaped by it. Your story is written in the language of seasons, and when you embrace that, you begin to walk in harmony with the same forces that have been guiding life since the beginning of time. When you understand the season you were born in, you hold a key to understanding yourself. And in that understanding, you find not only direction, but peace. Most people treat their birthday as a simple celebration, a day for cake, gifts, and well wishes. They see it as a marker of age, another number added to their years. But when you look deeper, you realize your birthday is not just a personal holiday. It is a spiritual activation point. It is the one day each year when the vibration of your original arrival returns in full strength, when the energy that entered the world with you resurfaces and invites you to step back into alignment with your purpose. This is why your birthday carries a certain feeling that no other day has. For some, it brings joy and excitement. For others, it stirs reflection or even discomfort. The truth is, your birthday is a mirror. It reflects where you are compared to where you were meant to be. It can amplify gratitude if you are on the right path, or create restlessness if you have drifted away from it. Either way, it is a powerful opportunity to reset. When you begin to honor your birthday as an activation, you shift how you experience it. Instead of simply counting years, you use it to check in with yourself. Am I living in harmony with my blueprint? Am I honoring the lessons of my birth season? Am I walking in the vibration I was born with? Or have I let the noise of the world drown it out? These questions are not meant to create guilt. They are meant to awaken clarity. Your birthday is not a judgment. It is a gift, a reminder from the universe that it is never too late to realign. There is something deeply transformative about pausing on that day and reconnecting with your original energy. You can feel it if you take the time. There's a certain stillness beneath the surface, as if the air is charged differently. You may notice insights arriving more easily, emotions rising unexpectedly, or a stronger sense of direction beginning to form. That is because the cycle of your life is completing and beginning again. And in that moment, you have the rare chance to plant seeds for the year ahead with more power than on any other day. Honoring this does not have to be complicated. It can be as simple as spending a few quiet minutes alone in reflection before the noise of celebration begins. It can be writing down intentions, releasing what no longer serves you, or expressing gratitude for the lessons of the past year. The key is to approach your birthday with awareness, to consciously step into the energy that is already present rather than letting it pass unnoticed. When you activate your birthday in this way, something shifts, not just for that day, but for the year to come. You begin to see that your life is not random, that there is a rhythm to your growth, and that each year carries its own theme, its own opportunities. By aligning yourself at the start of that cycle, you create momentum that can carry you forward with greater ease and clarity. Many people drift through life without ever tapping into this. They age year after year, but they do not awaken. They treat birthdays as a countdown, a reminder of time slipping away. But those who understand the deeper meaning see birthdays as a countdown to purpose, as a yearly rebirth. And in that shift of perspective, everything changes. You stop fearing the passing years because each one becomes another chance to step deeper into who you truly are. Your birthday is not the day you become older, it is the day you become more aware, more aligned, more capable of stepping into the life you were always meant to live. The celebration is not just for the years you have survived. It is for the strength, wisdom, and growth you have gathered along the way. And if you choose, your birthday can be the most powerful day of your year. Not because of what others give to you, but because of what you give to yourself. The decision to return to your original energy, to remember why you came here, and to move forward with the clarity that only comes when you stand in the truth of your own beginning. Because the day you were born was the day the world received something it had never seen before, and that truth still lives within you, waiting to be awakened again and again.